Good morning, friends. So I pulled some cards. It's a whole lot of cards. Let me turn the camera and show you. Okay, so it's a whole lot of cards, along with some notes. And you might be like, "Why you pull so many cards?" And I'm like, "Well, I have more questions." Then more cards came out, and that's just what happened. So now I got all these cards. So the overall energy I'll talk about on the bottom of the deck is listening, and then I wrote, "Are you listening?" And then I wrote, "To what your soul is screaming." And I wrote that, right? I wrote that. To what your soul is screaming. And then I heard the song, "Ain't no sunshine when she's gone." Okay, I'm not a singer, all right? But that's what was coming in. Kids are off school today, so my youngest is sitting here, and I asked him to please be quiet, but children. Oh, and this is the first time I just picked this card up, right? And like underneath it, as I just remember how I said, "Are you listening to what your soul is screaming?" Underneath this card is the Field of Dreams. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. It's all coming together now, right? Hold on. Oh, and then the Follow the Leader card, and then the Ride the Wave. Okay. There's like a whole story just with those ones now. But this feels like moving forward after Are You Listening? And then moving forward, but we're talking about like the present moment. Okay, so if once you start listening, or if you're listening to what your soul is screaming, the cards that are underneath this card is going to be what follows. What follows? Oh yeah, I'm getting chills. Confirmation chills. So it'll be what follows this card once you listen to what your soul is screaming. Okay. So that's what we have for right now. And like, so that would be like the future once you start listening to what your soul is screaming to you. All right. So currently we have the Mountain, and this is the soul screaming. I've seen it as being embedded in a situation and being embedded, because the mountain is like a rock. Like it's just part of the earth or the land in that spot. So being like just like there, and your soul is screaming out at you. And we had because I use the Kipper cards, the Kipper deck, to bring it into reality more, just to ground it out a little bit. So the Kipper card that came out to clarify that was the main male. Okay. So it's like, what? This could be like affecting the main male in your life, or you are the main male, or the main male is the mountain. Like that, like any one of those situations, right? The mountain is just being so locked into place, right? So locked into place, not feeling like something's a possibility. We got the Three of Swords and the Devil card coming in with the mountain, and the Devil is talking about like the puppet master, or like the one that pulls the strings, or like the Devil in this deck. Sometimes I'll be just like staring off into space, and it's like stuff is like I'm seeing things. Anyways, so that's why I'm not looking at the camera. So we got the Devil on the Three of Swords. The devil is causing heartbreak and pain. The devil is causing pain. The devil can be an addiction. The devil can be fears and anxieties and things that just like break your heart. I just heard overextended, like, yeah. And then the next card that came in was movement. Because when I was shuffling, I was like, okay, so what's happening with this mountain? The first card that came out was the mountain. I was like, what's happening? And then the card movement came out. And then I wrote, the ostrich will carry you. The ostrich will carry you. And then I wrote, what is the ostrich? And then I was like, the first thought that popped into my head was they put their heads in the sand when they're afraid. Like they bury their heads. Right? Is it when they're afraid? I think so. I don't really know. Then I Googled it and it said something about divine feminine energy. So anyways, but what came in immediately was that the ostrich will carry you. And the Kipper card that came out above that was this despair card. So again, it's like either the main male in your life, you are the main male. This is affecting a main male, right? So the movement card, then came the Ten of Wands. This looks like they're moving off, like they're the mountain, and they're coming down off the mountain, right? Yep, off the mountain. And then we got the Four of Wands that came out with that, which is community and celebration and like the main event. I just heard the main event. Like you've been putting off the main event. These two here though, this is like, these two are like super like whimsical looking, right? Like, it's just like a party, a good time, a good vibe, right? Good vibes. Good vibes. So moving off the mountain to the Four of Wands. Now we got going to the Four of Wands, which, okay, can be home, right? And then the next card that came in was Solitude. So I got the Solitude card, and it looks to me, it like came into me real clearly because it was like the ostrich is moving towards solitude. But it's like this ostrich is carrying this land. And if you look really closely, you can see this like building up here. Like this building is on top. Like it's like the same thing, but like the ostrich has it on its back. And the Kipper card that came in for that one was House. The house. So it's like moving towards the house, right? And then in the house, we get the Magician. So this is, yeah. So this is what's like currently going on. This is a whole current. We got the Magician with the Hermit. So like, oh, okay. The Magician with the Hermit. Using wisdom to manifest. And the Magician has all the tools that he needs at his disposal, right? The Magician is number 1 in this deck, and the main male is number 1 in the Kipper deck. So we got cohesiveness with those two, and I feel like that's who that is. This is the main male, Solitude, manifesting, creating, using all the tools at his disposal to create in solitude. All right, so he moved off the mountain, went home, used his tools to create in solitude. Then we have the Talisman coming in next. And this was like, I wrote, what did I write? The path is lit for you. The path is lit for you. And the Kipper deck that came out was Occupation, right? And then I seen these two, the Talisman, and then I was like, oh, that looks like the Talisman. It's like so bright. It's like lit up super bright to me, right? Under Occupation. So then we had the Hierophant. This is like a spiritual path. the path is lit for you, and this is like the spiritual path, which is what your soul is calling you to do. And like there's a light and the stairway, and like it's like, okay, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Walk up these flight of stairs, come over here, and you will receive the knowledge, the spark of inspiration that you need in where the path is lit up for you to follow, to go that way. Just come this way. She's this woman holding the talisman is saying, she's like, it's right here. It's right here. Just try this. Right? And then the last card that came in was, because I was like, okay, where's all this leading to? And it said, heal the ouch. Okay. And then the card clarifying it was courtship from the Kipper deck, which is like a partnership. I just see this as a partnership. It can be in business or relationship wise. Either way. And the two cards that came out were the King of Wands with the Three of Swords. So the King of Wands is the entrepreneurial spirit king. And the heartbreak. And this is after, or he has his wand, the Ace of Wands, the inspiration. So it's like, oh, and then I was like, okay, so what will heal the ouch is what I asked. What will heal the ouch? And it was these two, because, well, first it was the Star, which talks about healing and pulling on a wish. Pulling on a wish, right? A wish, a dream. And then it was the Ace of Swords with the Two of Cups. So the truth, knowing the truth about the partnership, or with a partnership, or gaining the truth about the partnership, or this partnership is true, and a wish being fulfilled. A coming together, a uniting, a knowing that a uniting, a knowing that a coming together, a uniting, will grant a wish. Oh, shit. Will grant a wish. And that's what will heal the heartbreak. Okay. That was a whole lot. And that was all the cards. All the cards. How long was that? That was only 12 minutes? Wow. I felt like that was going to go on. I was just and all out there though. So then, I think I went through it that quickly because I got to talk about these cards that are underneath. What do we got here? Oh my god. So much good shit. We got the listening card. Now, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. There's that. And then we had the Field of Dreams. So once you're listening to what your soul is calling, what your dreams, the wishes, what your soul is calling you to, or the main male. This is about the main male. So main male in your life, or you are the main male. Once they start listening, they are you, Field of Dreams. Then you can start seeing all the beautiful little fairies. They look like ostrich eggs, though. Over ostrich eggs is a symbol of fertility and abundance, right? Just like that's what they are. And then we had a follow the leader. Oh shit, look at that. So we got the talisman. See this windy path? And then we got the windy path. The windy path. So she's with the talisman up ahead, like, hey, this way. Hey, this way. And then ride the wave, which is like the two riding the wave. And riding the wave is like going with the flow, flowing with it, right? And then wishing well. Oh shit, look at that. It's so golden. There's like the abundance right there. And it was funny because the unexpected income card did come out, but I was like, I don't get what you're here for. So I put it back in the deck. And that was the only other one. I was like, I don't know why you're there. But it's like a wishing well of abundance, a wishing well of gold. Like, look at all the gold. Wow. So there's like a lot of good things underneath. Are you listening? Are you listening? What's under this? That was intense. So what's going to heal the ouch? We got that. The Three of Voices. There's 3 of Swords in this spread, and there was 2 in this whole entire deck, and I put 2 decks together. And when I pull, I use the Muse Tarot and the Light Series Tarot. They're both by Chris Ann, and I put them together when I shuffle, and both 3 of Swords came out. The Spiritual Path. Will heal the ouch. I want to read. There was one I wanted to read, but I didn't read it. There's actually 2 that I want to read now. Oh, 28 and 38. What are the odds? 28 and 38. Movement. 28 was the ostrich, okay? And it says movement. You are in a time of positive forward motion. This is a time for positive momentum as you come out of a period of restriction. You're in a stage of new adventure and discovery. You may feel compelled to take a trip, change your hair, or move your home or business. Regardless, you can't remain where you are anymore. You feel compelled to go forward. No matter what your inquiry, you will see your dreams take form and doors previously shut begin to open as if by magic. Movement is also a state of mind. The fog lifts, and you now know the actions you need to take. This isn't the time for fear. Let it go and move forward. See, that's what I was talking about with the mountain and with the devil and the 3 of swords. It's like literally just being trapped in fear and anxiety and stress. And like letting that overtake you. Instead of listening to what your soul is screaming for. And then we had 49. I want to read 49 too. It says talisman, which is... Hold on. Let's read Heal the Ouch first, and then we'll go down. I ended up turning to Wishing Well. Heal the Ouch. Forgiveness is the healer of the soul. This is a time for great soothing of the heart, body, soul, and mind, as this card indicates that healing will be prevalent in your life now. If you feel drawn to study the healing arts, you'll be successful in developing your natural capacity to restore others to wellness. However, the message may be that you are being called to change your behaviors in order to heal the earth. Perhaps you'll switch to a cruelty-free diet, eating less meat, or perhaps you'll pay more attention to how much water or electricity you use. You've asked to be conscious of your footprint on the sacred earth and all of life, and to commit to the healing path. The Heal the Ouch card may also be an indicator of old wounds and broken bonds being mended. Reconciliations are possible now. Let bygones be bygones. What? Okay. Yeah. And then I wanted to read, which one did I say? 48, the Wishing Well. So it was 28, 38, and the Wishing Well happened to be 48. And that was the last card that was like under the listening card. It says, desire is the sacred impulse of life. Feel it, but let go of all attachment to ownership. Desire is the most Desire is the most important impulse for creating life. Now you're seeing the relationship between desire and inspiration and sensing that moment of truth when you feel the inception of new life. It is an aha moment. Oh, when everything makes sense. Perhaps you recognize a soulmate or are conceiving a baby or an idea. The wishing well and the card awakens you to the presence of unseen forces that enable new beginnings. Divine intelligence activates the field of possibilities where new life is co created in a magical way. Neither you nor anyone else can know how or why this happens. It just does. To that end, you can't control the process of growth. Rather, you must step aside to be a channel for higher forces and relinquish any attachment to how this new creation should appear or when. From your intention, form your intention and take action by dropping the coin into the wishing well, then trust in spirit. Prepare to be amazed. And with that, I think we'll leave it there. If you feel the need to go listen to the song that was the channeled song, listening. If you feel the need to listen to that song, yes, listening. Maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't. If you are the main male, listen to it. If you're not the main male, don't listen to it. I don't know. Or listen to it regardless if you are, whoever you are. There we go. What else? That's it. All right.